Shen here, hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be doing some research on this website right here. It's called The Panel Station, okay? Now, The Panel Station is a survey website, and I'm going to review Panel Station just in case you are checking Panel Station out. Maybe you saw it on social media, maybe a friend shared it with you, and you're like, hey, I want to learn to make a little bit of money online, and so you're here right now. And so let's go through this review, all right? So this is the Panel Station website. It's just thepanelstation.com, and it's a pretty, clean and nice looking website. You can see, it's very clear how it works, why ask download the application. They even have a blog section there. They'll even translate it to your language depending on what country you open this in, right? And it's very, very simple. You can just sign in with Facebook or Google. They ask you a couple of very basic questions like your name, your date of birth, which country do you live in, that sort of thing, right? And then it tells you a little bit about how it works here. So sign up, you fill out surveys, and then you can gain points, which will translate into either rewards or cash that you can withdraw normally through PayPal, okay? And then you can share it with friends as well and earn extra points, right? They also even have an app on the Google Play Store and the App Store, all right? And they've got a few, reviews here of people, saying that they've made money and it's a great app and all that kind of stuff, right? So the big question is, how can you really earn from this? How much can you earn? And can you really withdraw your money? That's the big question, okay? So I've reviewed hundreds of survey websites, and there are good survey websites, and unfortunately there are not so good survey websites, all right? So let's talk about the Panel Station specifically, and then you can decide whether or not you want to give it a shot. So first of all, I do want to mention that there have been a lot of complaints about the Panel Station. After me digging into the research, a lot of people unfortunately are having trouble withdrawing their money from the Panel Station. That's a big red flag, first of all, okay? Second of all, they don't pay that much, okay? Now, let me preface this by saying that most survey websites don't pay that much anyway, all right? So even the best survey websites, which I'll share with you in a minute here, they only pay between 50 cents and $2 per survey that you fill out. Now, on average, the Panel Station says that you can probably make only about $5 per year, all right? So you're making pennies on the dollar with the Panel Station, unfortunately. So I would say that if you want to fill out surveys, this is probably not the right survey website for you to check out, okay? Because if you're earning $5 a year for filling out surveys with the Panel Station, you're literally earning pennies per survey that you're filling out. The other problem that they have is a lot of the complaints are based around things like unable to finish the survey. So you'll take 15 minutes, half an hour to complete a survey, and all of a sudden, bang, you get a warning note, and it says that you have tried to complete the survey too quickly, or you made a mistake and you're unable to complete the survey, so you don't get your points, and then you can't translate those points into money. Does that make sense, right? So if you can't even get paid out through the survey, that is a big problem. And there are a lot of dodgy survey websites out there that kind of have these issues, right? When you email their customer service, they don't respond. And so look, if you can't get your points, or you can't finish surveys, or you can't get your money out, that is a big problem, right? So I would probably not spend the time to go through the Panel Station, because there are way too many complaints about them, and if you're only earning pennies on the dollar, then that's not worth your time, okay? So let me show you some other survey websites that you can check out if you want to fill out surveys. And all you do is you go to Google and you type out top survey websites that pay, right? That's very important, because if you can't get your money for the work that you're putting in, then that's a big no-no, right? Top survey websites that pay, and there's a big list here, and I always show these lists because these are really the top guys out there, right? So let me talk about them a little bit, and then you can decide whether you want to fill out surveys or not, because there's a difference between spending the time to do surveys and whether it's worth your time, right? You need to ask yourself that question. So these are some of the big ones: Inbox Dollars, Swag Bucks, Prize Rebel, Vindal Research, Pinecone, My Survey. I've reviewed all of these survey websites, and they're all pretty good, okay? Here's the problem though. They only pay out between 50 cents and $2 per survey. Now, does that mean you can sit there and fill out 50 surveys per day? No, because that's not how survey filling works. How it works is you spend maybe 30 minutes filling out pre-qualification questions because they want to find out what demographic you're in, right? So are you African American? Are you Asian? Are you Caucasian? Are you between the ages of 25 and 35? Are you between the ages of 50 and 70? Do you like gardening? Do you like golf? Do you like sports, right? So what are your interests? And so based on your interest and demographic, the companies that they represent will tell them, hey, I want this specific demographic, go out there and find out more information. Then and only then do you receive a survey from one of these companies. Now, that could be once a week. It could be once a month that you receive a survey. So think about that, right? You only receive a survey once every week, let's just say. You spend an hour to an hour and a half filling out that survey, and you only make a dollar or $1.50 or $2 for that survey that you filled out. So you're not really filling out that many surveys. So you're not earning that much money. Also, even if you could sit there and fill out every single survey, it's going to take you an hour to an hour and a half to finish a survey, right? Let's just say you make an average of $1. How much are you making per hour? You're making $1 per hour or less than $1 per hour. Usually it's about 80 cents to 70 cents per hour if you work out how much time you're spending on filling out that survey versus how much you're making, okay? So it's a very, very low way to make income online. I mean, there's so many different ways to make money on the internet. Filling out surveys is one of the worst uses of your time to try and make money on the internet, okay? So can you make a little bit of money from filling out surveys? Yeah, you can, right? But you could make more money walking dogs. You can make more money working minimum wage at McDonald's. You can make more money, cleaning swimming pools or painting your neighbor's fence. Does that make sense? Now, does that necessarily mean that you want to work minimum wage at McDonald's? No, probably not, right? But what I'm trying to give you a comparison that a lot of people think that they can get rich by making, by filling out surveys online, but you can't because it's not designed to make you rich. It's designed to make you a little teeny weeny bit of money just on the side, if that makes sense, okay? So if you're here because you're like, Aaron, I came across the panel station. It's not that I necessarily want to fill out surveys. I just kind of saw it and, it's, a tough time right now. I want to maybe earn some income on the side, and learn this skill of making money on the internet. And that's why I'm here, right? And if that's you and you want to make pennies on the dollar, then you can check out, the panel station, which I don't recommend, to be honest. But if you want to, you can check out some of these other websites as well, okay? I'm not affiliated with any of them, just trying to educate you on what's possible, right? However, if you're like, well, I'm not really here to earn $1 per hour or 70 cents per hour, I want to learn how to leverage the internet, then maybe you might be interested in this. So I was 11 years ago. I came onto the internet in 2009, right? At that time I was working a full-time job for 5 years, and I was like, screw this. I don't want to wear a suit to work every single day anymore. I was working super long hours, 12-hour days, 6 to 7 days a week, and I was like, listen, I need some freedom in my life, right? I need to find an alternative way to make money on the side, and hopefully that side income can become a full-time income. So I went online, just like you are right now, did a lot of research, and from 2009 to 2016, I literally tried everything online, okay? Survey websites, GPT websites, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, drop shipping, top tier sales, MLM online, ClickBank, JVZoo, Warrior Plus. If that sounds familiar to you, I've tried them all, right? From 2009 to 2016, I invested more than $90,000 of my hard-earned savings and salary into my business, trying out different business models, buying products, buying training, flying to the US, going to internet conferences. I literally did it all, right? It was a long time, spent a ton of money, went broke multiple times, and wanted to quit this whole online thing like more than 20 times, right? Because I was so frustrated. I was just like, I can't figure out how to get in profit, okay? And then something amazing happened in 2016. So I didn't quit. I kept pushing, and finally in 2016 I learned a really amazing business model called affiliate marketing. And all it is you find digital educational products, right? You find a group of people that have a problem to solve, and you link those two together. So when you find a group of people that have a problem to solve, and you find the products that will solve that problem for them, and you join them together, they buy that product, you make a commission, okay? It's a great way to sell products to people all over the world. So I honed in on that strategy, I learned how to do it properly, and I started generating sales on a consistent basis. Then slowly over time, I generated hundreds of sales, tens of thousands of dollars. And then in April 2019, I tripled my old corporate income. And then I finally left my corporate job at the end of April 2019. And I've been doing this full time since then. And I've got hundreds of students globally where I teach them this skill of selling digital digital products to people all over the world that really want those products, okay? And it is a skill, you know, it's a real skill, it's a real business. I'm recording this at the height of the coronavirus, and honestly, I don't know when you're gonna watch this video because it'll probably be on YouTube for a long time. It doesn't matter, it hasn't affected my business at all. My business has doubled since the coronavirus happened because there's so many people stuck at home looking for a way to create more income, right? So it's an amazing skill set, and if you would like to learn to do that, I've got a free training program that will literally show you the ins and outs of how this strategy works, okay? So I'll break it all down for you. I'll explain this in a lot more detail if you're interested in checking it out. So all you have to do is click the link right below this video. You'll see it in the description box. Once you click on that link, it will lead you to my website, enter your best email address, and make sure you check your spam folder, okay? Because sometimes the emails end up in spam or the promotions folder if you're using Gmail. Watch for that email because I'll send you a video that will explain in detail how this really works, okay? And then if you would like to really learn this one-on-one, there's a way for us to work together. Completely up to you, all right? So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Panel Station. Again, look, if you want to fill out surveys, I probably wouldn't go with Panel Station. I would definitely check out one of these guys, but again, just understand that, you know, filling out surveys is the lowest income generating way of making money on the internet, if that makes sense. There are a lot of other ways to create income online. For me, the highest form is definitely affiliate marketing. So if you want to check that out, you can click the link below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a lot today, and hope to speak to you soon in the next video. Take care.